What is going on, everybody? What's going on, guys? It's Sunday. There's no predictions. Last night's card was an early card, which was good. Hype for that. And I figured Dana White gets kicked to the curb by Turki Al-Sheikh. The UFC is spiraling towards disaster. But we do have one good fight on the horizon. Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. I figured, you know what? It's a Sunday evening. It's not too late. I'm not in the midst of any real video that I have to do. I have videos that I want to do, but nothing I absolutely have to do. So I figured, you know what? Let me jump on a live. I'm retiring soon. Might as well go live. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Camille? Made man, what's up, Melissa? What's going on? What's up, David? Last night's card. You know, I got a funny comment that I wanted to read from my post-fight last night. Let me go see if I can find it. Because it really is true the more I think about it. But it was... Where was it at? Even the main event is garbage. A 25-year-old on a 17-fight winning streak with an 8-inch reach advantage versus a 38-year-old fat lesbian on a 3-fight losing streak. Oh, who's really going to win this fight? Hell yeah, brother. Fight week, vlog week, brother. End quote. Terrible matchmaking. All the commentators could talk about Gilbert's age and how he feels rejuvenated, has fun, life in the sport. You guys know. You know the guy's going to lose when they're saying that. All Apex fails like this. No energy, just silence. There you go. That was actually a comment on the live stream, I just realized. Baldy getting fired is noise. I want to know what comes up. I want to know the rationale, what went on behind the scenes. Because I'll tell you one thing. Baldy is milking Turki Al-Sheikh like I milk Camille, who said he's sending 50 at 50 likes. Baldy is a milking Turki like I milk Camille. I'll tell you that much. Can't believe the UFC turns Burns into a stepping stone. That's all. That's what happens. The young perpetually eat the old. Yo, man, long-time watcher, recent subscriber from South Africa. Really enjoy the entertaining takes and content. Hope DDP smashed your boy Khamzat, though. We're from the same town, so I have to go DDP. Hey, man. I just hope we get a good fight with nothing weird or fluky and no robbery scorecards. That's all I hope for, man. Can't wait for that fight. Glad it has you excited as well as it does have me. Facts. Like, did you hear Colby Covington versus Stephen Wonderboy in Atlanta? What do you mean, did I hear that? Where did you hear that? Where did you hear that, brother? Where did you hear that at? I think you might have got duped by fake news. No UFC for a couple weeks. Honestly, the next 2 weeks might as well be off weeks. I just don't care, man. Barber versus Blanchfield. How can you care? How can anybody care about Barber versus Blanchfield? How can anyone care about that? You guys tell me. Turkey doesn't want to hold Dana's hands anymore, basically. I'm out of milk. Been getting milked hard. Camille's a made man around here. He doesn't need to get milked anymore. UFC's getting real bummy. The UFC is extra bummy, man. Maybe Turkey's seen the lack of effort Dana's putting into his own company. So, you know what? I don't need Dana anymore. But, yeah, that one card coming up. Let me go look at it right quick. Blanchfield Barber. The only good fight is Gamrot versus Ludovic Klein. Every other fight is throwaway fight. That's the worst card I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that Blanchfield and Barber's headlining, anyone that's okay with that is dead to me. Anyone that is okay with Blanchfield Barber headlining is dead to me. Billy Ray Goff is fighting again. Every fighting he's in a banger. I don't care. Don't care. Hi, Joey from Ireland. What's going on? Fake news. Yeah, commentate on midget wrestling. I'll get to it. Love me some midget wrestling. Going to a show soon. But yeah, extra bummy. I mean, it's super bummy. I get UFC isn't the best right now, but we got fights like Topuria Charles and Khamzat DDP coming up. You can't say that is trash. Topuria Charles for the vacant belt is bullshit, but I do like the fight. But Khamzat DDP is the only fight I truly am like, whoo, can't wait for that. Can't wait for that one. Even UFC Atlanta is asked besides the main event. 800 for a ticket is crazy. Damn, the UFC is milking the fans dry. The UFC is milking the fans dry. That's the truth, man. That's the God honest truth. The UFC is ridiculous. The prices for these tickets are ridiculous. Hey, Jay. How is Strickland criticizing Dagestani fighters for grappling when his fighting style is the most boring to watch ever and he acts like he's a man for fighting like that? I mean, I'll never get over as long as I live the fact that Sean Strickland went out, like, and this applies to the fan base as well, but Sean Strickland went out in an undeserved title fight and literally refused to fight, and nobody really shit on him. He got graded with a curve, and then Dana only complimented him afterwards. Imagine if that was any Dagestani fighter. Imagine if a Dagestani fighter went out and put on the performance that he did against Strickland. I mean, the amount of pandering the fans do and Dana White does for Sean Strickland is crazy. He's graded on a curve. 316's bummy as well. It really is. It really is. Stream East saves money. The Santos girl that fought last night, she's hot. Okay. Dana uses Stream East. Yeah. What do you think of Ilya saying he will not give Makhachev a shot if he moves down? Ilya's a duck, man. What do you expect? He ducked all the contenders at 45. He's ducking everybody. Doesn't want to fight 45. Doesn't want to fight. He's happy he doesn't have to fight. Let's make no mistake. Topuria's happy he doesn't have to fight Islam. He gets an much easier title shot. Dana criticized Bilal for dominating Leon, acting like it was barking, but loves Strickland's performance. Yeah, Strickland's a true professional. I mean, what a joke. What a joke. Sean Strickland also wanted to beat up two teenagers at an indoor rock climbing facility for them doing their job. Strickland, I think Strickland is like the most annoying fighter on the entire UFC roster. Because he's such a pussy. He's literally the biggest pussy on the roster and people act like he's good. And they suck him off because he has like edgy, he says edgy shit. They're like, oh yeah, man, he says cool shit, bro. Sweet. Real sweet. Ducking 45ers, yet he's fighting Charles. Yeah, he's ducking 45ers. That's true. He ducked Volk. He ducked Jean Silva. He ducked Yair. He ducked Mavsar. Strickland got bitched by O'Malley and couldn't even think of a decent comeback. Yeah. Strickland's the biggest pussy. I really don't understand. How is he not getting more shit than like Ian Gary ever got? Strickland DM'd Dricus Du Plessis, begged him to take it easy on him and apologized to him. And nobody even cares. And then lied about it publicly and Dricus exposed him. And everyone acted like it didn't matter. No, I will never get it. What do you reckon Johnny Walker gets KO'd this time? Johnny Walker always gets KO'd. Ian Gary would make Sean Strickland hold his pocket. That's facts. In prison, yeah. I'd make Strickland hold my pocket too. So, you just, it's just crazy that somehow the fan base overall just sucks off Sean Strickland. Like a decent portion. Not the entire, a lot of people are wise to him. But yeah. What do you reckon? Okay, read that. Strickland got, or read that. Who's worse, Strickland or Colby? I think they're both about the same, but I'll say Colby's a little bit worse. But Strickland's pretty bad because he's such a massive hypocrite and an embarrassment. Where I think Colby deep down knows what a pussy he is. Strickland actually thinks he's a badass. He's a man. I ride motorcycles. Ian Garrett, yeah, I agree. Hey, huge fan. Thank you. Ian's literally better than Strickland everywhere. Facts. And he's more of a man. He's not a pussy. Strickland ducked Caio Barajo. He ducked Robert Whitaker. He ducked Khamzat. Either way, at least one guaranteed fun fight. What are we talking about there? What happened to Dana? He was supposed to promote a boxing match for Turki Al-Sheikh, and apparently he's no longer doing that. So he was fired. He was fired. Are we going to be lucky enough they feed Nora Sultan to Bo Nickel? I think Nora Sultan beats Bo. I think he beats Bo. Usually I play my videos on my phone, but I play it on my big screen and I could really tell how chunky you are. Cheers. Okay. Thank you. Joey, I think Strickland gained fans since he was flaming mad shit about Izzy at the time when Izzy was mad hated. Basically, Strickland just says edgy shit and fans are like, oh yeah, man, he's so based, bro. I mean, Strickland's never had an exciting fight in his entire career. Even the Izzy performance was dog shit, and people acted like it was good because it was surprising. Because Izzy went into the fight injured because the UFC needed a main event. Plus, Izzy was drunk the whole entire time and didn't train. And it was short notice. Scott Thomas. Shout out Scott Thomas with the $1.99. Weed is tight. Weed is tight. I like weed. Backs. Strickland only said something about RDR because he knows RDR's already booked. Dude ducked Robert Whitaker. He ducked Khamzat. He ducked Caio. He's ducking everybody. Charles Ilya early prediction. I'm going Ilya by TKO. Ilya just wants Islam for a payday. I don't even think Ilya wants the Islam fight. What happened to the Cheeto fight? Cheeto pulled out. Why was Dana cold-shouldered by Turkey? I have no idea, actually. I don't know why Dana was cold-shouldered. We don't really have any information other than he was replaced. Other than he was replaced is the only info we have. He's no longer the promoter of some boxing match. I don't even remember who it was. Crawford versus somebody, this or that. I don't even know. Did Sean Strickland just duck RDR? He did. A couple weeks ago when Big Turk moved the Canelo fight from Friday to Saturday, which was directly to compete with the Mexico City card, I knew there was trouble in Paradise. Did he move it again, though? What's that event? I don't even know what that event is called. Is that on Tapology or no? Oh, my God. Major organizations. Let me take a look. Okay, what do we have? September. Yeah, it was September 13th. Boxing moved. Has been moved from September 12th to 13th. The change was officially over Alvarez's recent victory. Damn, so maybe that's what did it. Maybe that's why. I don't get why people overhype the first DDP fight acting like Strickland has fun fights when his opponents come forward when that fight wasn't even that exciting. Yeah, that wasn't even that good. Mobstar Arnold Allen was better. Chandler still waiting for Connor. Doesn't surprise me, man. I already read that. Is Patchy Mix going to be another Bellator fraud? Now, Patchy Mix is actually decent. I don't think he's going to be champion, but he's actually decent. But you never know, man. If O'Malley can fluke a KO over Merab, Patchy Mix could probably beat O'Malley. I don't know, though. I've been back and forth on that over the years. I think O'Malley's a scrub. I would probably, at this point, I'd probably pick Patchy over him. I think O'Malley's a complete industry plant, if we're being completely honest. You think Charles has the weapons to put Ilya away, even though he's never fought a power puncher besides Overhand and Emmett? I think Oliveira could have the power. We're moving up a weight class. Did Armin get a fight yet? No, Armin does not have a fight yet. The UFC hates Armin. They're going to offer him like number 15, Bahamondes. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me at all. They hate Armin at this point, which is sad. He's never getting a title shot. Patty's getting a title shot over Armin, which is even more insane because Armin would destroy Patty. I'm kind of shocked how Mario's a 3-1 favorite over Mix. Mario's really good, and Mix is taking it on short notice, so that could be why. Mario is criminally underrated. He's top 5, I think. Strickland is favoring DDP over Chimaev. He's fought and trained with both. What's your opinion? I don't think Strickland... I think Strickland is actually really biased, and I wouldn't trust his opinion at all. Of course, he's going to pick his daddy, Dricus Du Plessis. It's fucking nasty, bro. As much as people want to hate on him, he's a beast. Who are we talking about? Armin? Listening to you while I drive around? Okay. Strickland super biased. Chimaev smacked him up in the gym. Yeah, Strickland was saying he got finished. Not a fan of Batista. You can cry about Batista all you want. Joe, if someone were to tell you Charles would have a super wrestling heavy game plan against Ilya, would you still pick Ilya? Yes. I don't think Charles is going to be able to... I mean, I don't know, man. I would still pick Ilya, but it'd be interesting. I'm very interested. I just think Charles ain't built for that. I know he kind of did it against Chandler. So maybe. I don't know. That fight could go either way, but I lean heavily to Poirier. To Poirier. If DDP submits Khamzat, highly unlikely does he make middleweight goat status? Sure. But probably not. I mean, low-key, DDP's resume is kind of trash, if you really think about it. Batista beats O'Malley. Batista definitely beats O'Malley. I would pick Batista over O'Malley. That's why I'm probably picking Batista over Patchy. Charles can absolutely maul Ilya on the ground. I don't care what people say about his wrestling accolades. He did it to Chandler. People didn't think he would do it there. Dude, he destroyed Chandler. It's crazy to me how easily Charles ragdolled him. Really did ragdoll him. Chandler had no takedown defense. Chandler's such a bum, man. He ruined his career. Every take I ever had on Chandler was spot on. Not crying about Batista, just not an exciting fighter either. I think he's pretty exciting. He whooped Aldo like a dog. Embarrassed Aldo. Aldo should have retired after that performance, but everyone sucked up to him. The way people acted about Batista Aldo made me dislike Aldo a little bit, even though Aldo is one of my all-time favorites. Like, it's just unreal because Aldo can't defend the clinch and never has been able to. We're going to shit on Batista? Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. I don't think Chandler really almost finished him. He almost cheated to win. I think Ilya has more power than Chandler. Ilya isn't attested by top 155. You can't assume he would KO Charles, honestly. You can't assume anything in MMA. Anything can happen. Why is American wrestling so useless? Look at Chandler, Gaethje. They'll get ragdolled. I don't know. I really don't know. It's always overhyped, I guess. Batista won easy. I know, and he was walking down Aldo early and outstriking him. We should have known. We should have known. We should have known it was going to happen. Charles literally got eye poked by Chandler in the 5th round, tried cheating to get a finish. Yes, punched him to the back of the head. Batista's super well-rounded, and he does have good fight IQ. That's true. Gaethje knows it's trash. That's why he goes to stand and bang. No respect to him. Gaethje's a fish off his back. Gaethje's literally the definition of a fish. Really is. You know how badly Gaethje would have got submitted by Islam? I mean, seriously. What king of wrestling is Marab? What about the room? There's nothing different today. UFC has peaked, now it's nonstop rematch. The UFC just doesn't care. It's called the crapification. I learned that term. Crapification. Oh my god. I hate when it does that. Doesn't search it. Pulls up some weird tab. Crapification is the process of something, often a product or service, becoming progressively worse in quality or value over time. It's essentially a decline in quality or functionality, often driven by desire for profit. It's the crapification. It's the crapification of the UFC. It's an embarrassment, boys. It really is. It really is. Over time. It's just the way it is. This year's pay-per-views are so bad that I only watched the last 3. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. These pay-per-views aren't that good. What Turkey say? Turkey hired a new promoter over Dana. Hired a new promoter over Dana. Said nope. My guess is they're going to just say it's a conflict of interest. My guess is they're just going to say it's a conflict of interest. Here's the thing, soy boys. F Dana, Joey Strickland really tried to hype it up the fans for him to get an undeserved title shot just to show up like that. Dude said, I'm not fighting anyone. He said, I'm not fighting anyone but for the title. I'm not fighting for the title. Nope. I'll never forget him doing that interview at International Fight Week where he talked about fighting for the title, and he just said that he's not fighting Whitaker. Nope. He was like, nope. He was all matter of fact. Nope. I deserve it. Yeah, Turkey ditched Dana for the boxing match the same time as Noche. I consider myself a hardcore fan. Never seen Jack fight before Bilal. His wins in UFC weren't much. That's pretty crazy. Do you think the UFC needs to get off the pay-per-view model? Yes. The UFC sucks because Dana has more money than all the fighters combined from the time it started, basically. They just don't care anymore. They're just trying to figure out a way to make a little bit more money here and there. Is UFC still going Netflix? We don't know. We don't know where the UFC is going. Joey Strickland needs to release the sparring with him and Ank where Ank beats him up like his father. Okay. Strickland, I can't wait till Strickland washes out of the UFC. I can't wait till Strickland washes out of the UFC. People were defending him getting a title shot. By the way, the channel DDP did the last podcast on where he nailed on Bo. Nickel one is hosted by a commentator from EFC Africa, DDP's old organization. I figured it was from some South Africa. He had the same name as Du Plessis. He gave the Nelk boys $250 but can't pay the fighters. True. Morales versus Prates. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that one. Is Adesanya done if he loses to Strickland? Sure. Yeah, Strickland is just a jab and teep merchant, and when he tries to throw heavy power punches, they're shit. He has no technique. They're shit. I mean, think about some of the shots he threw against DDP. It's embarrassing. Literally, they're dog shit. What's up, Joey? The Bo Nickel was the funniest videos I saw. I was crying watching it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sean. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The Bo Nickel saga has been one of the day. I would love to whip up another one. I would love to whoop up another one. Whip up another one. Man, Bo really embarrassed himself. He really has embarrassed himself. He's a fraud, man. He's legit a fraud. Joe, one of the things for sure, Ian Machado Gary's done taking lower ranked fights. He needs a top fight. Yeah, he needs to fight up in the rankings. Bums got destroyed. What's up, Andy? Sean beat Izzy 3-2. Yeah, it was a shit performance from Sean. Joe versus Nickel. Joe by KO round 1 or sub round 2. I'd KO him in the first round. He quit. Sup, dude? What's up, Andrew? Appreciate you, man. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Should Jarrett Gordon get a top? Yeah, give him a near top 15 at least. Give him a near top 15 opponent at least. I think. LRDR, what's about RDR? Joe, Bo, yes, man, really tried to... Dude, they try to tell me won round 1. How are they going to tell him he won round 1? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Nickel is so cringe right now that he was talking so big and got completely exposed. Yeah, he just needs to shut up, but he'll fight a bum and he'll be like, I'm back. I'm a problem. Ilya going everywhere crying about Islam. Islam's riding dirt bikes in the mountains. Pound for pound king doesn't give a shit. Yeah. Islam's the bigger star. Islam's the bigger star than Ilya. That's the funniest part about Ilya. Acting like a big shot. How was Dana kicked to the curb? He was hired as the boxing promoter for an upcoming event, and then they changed the boxing promoter today. They said it's going to be somebody else. So there might be trouble in paradise. We don't know the full extent of it yet. But there might be trouble in paradise between Turkey and Dana Boy. Fave music genre? I don't really have one. Whatever. Creed. What's a harder fight for Islam, JDM or Ilya? JDM without a doubt. Because he's just size alone. Just size alone makes JDM more difficult. Shout out to Sahil for the 35 Czar. I appreciate your 35 Czar. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. That's your first ever super chat. Appreciate you. Did you see John Jones picking up Hasbro like a child and spinning in circles in him? I have not seen that. Islam is a way bigger star for sure. That's a fact. That is a fact. Islam's a way bigger name than Ilya. A video about you getting criticism from the haters up to 148. That's actually pretty good considering you just started your channel like a month ago-ish. That's actually pretty damn good. That's not too shabby. It really is not too shabby. Congrats on that one. Does Taporia beat Ian Gary if he goes up now? Ian Gary would smoke. Absolutely smoke Taporia. I don't even know what you guys are saying. I think JDM beats Islam at a higher weight. If JDM gets cardio right and prepares for takedowns, he will beat Islam. Maybe. Maybe the same people saying Islam ran from Taporia are saying JDM would beat him, so he's running towards the tougher matchup. Joey, what's up? What's going on? Yeah. Taporia's small, lightweight. There's no world he can even move up to welterweight. He'll probably try and say Islam's running from him. Say, I want to go up to welterweight. Islam's running from me. I want Islam. It really isn't sad. It really is sad. Joe, I respect your opinion on Islam versus JDM is tougher matchup than people. If people know UFC, Islam actually taking a harder challenge. It is. It is. If it's an old video, it's obviously a real hater. Has to make lots of reaches and quick cuts to take out any context. I don't know what you're talking about. If that's an old video, I don't know what we're talking about. Dana kicked to the curb. Dana was kicked to the curb. Chael is terrible for MMA and true fans and sucks on many levels. Yeah, Chael's horrible. Worst MMA personality in the community. Is Islam beat JDM? I'll say he has no 3 all-time. He's number 3 all-time. Yeah, I agree. He's up there for sure. Oh, Ilya's dead. Do Bronx slept him. So... Joe, what's the Tapology picks for Ilya? I have no idea. I haven't looked at it. Let's see if I can find it. If it happened yet. I don't know if anyone made picks yet. And it says no predictions have been made. So I don't know if they take a bit to update their website or what. What's wrong with Chael? He's a bum. Who fights Ankalaev next? Allegedly Alex. Alex declined him multiple times. And multiple dates too. Declined him in June and declined him in August. Did you see Anthony Smith, Glaze, and John Jones? I did not. Who fights Ankalaev next? Yeah, I don't know. I say Dominic Reyes, number 8 guy. That makes a lot of sense since we're giving number 8 guys title shots all the time. You know? We give number 8 guys title shots in the light heavyweight division all the time. Ilya is overlooking Oliveira big time. Probably is. Ilya run to the title is trash. 5 wins at featherweight to get a shot with best win. 39-year-old Emmett. Beat Volk, who got KO'd 3 months before. Got a lightweight title shot. 1 defense. 2 undeserved shots. Crazy. I mean, I don't know about undeserved shots, but the lightweight shot is kind of undeserved. I kind of get it, but yeah. It's annoying, man. It is annoying. But he's a privileged little bitch. I really don't even get it in general. They act like he's some mega superstar. They act like he's some mega superstar, but he's not. Joe, do you really think Ankalaev is the most avoided champ in history? How are this many contenders? I don't know about the most avoided in history, but yeah. Pat, thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate you, Pat. Chael's propaganda machine, sometimes working for the UFC, sometimes for certain fighters. Do Bronx gonna feed Ilya some alphabet soup so he can eat his words? We'll see. I mean, if Ilya loses, man, he's gonna eat a lot of shit, so he's gonna eat a lot of shit. He's never gonna hear the end of it. Ilya will never hear the end of it if he loses. Because, I mean, that's the problem with talking a lot of shit. You're never going to hear the end of it if you lose. But it is what it is. He might back it up. We'll see. He might back it up. We shall see. Ilya's fuming because Islam looked down upon him. He's living in delusion and he's anywhere close to Conor star power. That is true. Ilya thinks he's like a mega star. And he's just simply not. He thinks he's a mega star. Ilya's career is from all angles, from Georgia, from Dagestan, from Australia, from Brazil. If he loses, true. Bo wants to give you an interview. Yeah, I would love to have Bo on for an interview. Ilya was saying how he's the money fight in the press conference. Oh, Ilya thinks he's like a mega star. That's a fact. Ilya thinks he's like a Conor McGregor level star, but he's not quite there yet. Which middleweight has the best resume right now in the UFC? I guess DDP. Kinda, but not really. I mean, DDP has 2 good wins, really. Whitaker and Adesanya. Both of them not in the prime of their careers. I mean, I don't want to play revisionist history with DDP's resume, but 2 wins over Sean Strickland are basically meaningless in my opinion. They're not worth anything. They're not worth anything. Sahil, thank you for the 140 czar. Appreciate you, my friend. If Ilya wins, it'll be good for the division because he's a striker and has entertaining fights, but I want Charles to have the belt first. I don't like Ilya's personality, though. He comes off as a tryhard sometimes. He comes off as like a wannabe big shot, and I think it's really annoying. I think it's really annoying. I would agree with you. He comes off. I would like Charles to win almost just to shut Toporia's mouth a little bit. Dana got sub for Saudi Riyadh season subsidiary. It does. What is Czar? I'm not 100% sure what Czar is. I think that's about $10 or something. I forgot what it is. Somebody told me at one point in time. Toporia's a mega star in the Georgia brothels. To be honest, the Robin was very good for DDP, but the Strickland and Izzy wins are kind of overrated. Yeah. What was Whitaker's last fight before DDP chinned him? Was it Vittori? Was it Vittori? I can't remember. I think it was Vittori. I don't remember. I don't hate Ilya, but he does seem to enjoy being famous. He's not. I don't even think he's going to stick around for a while. He just wants to be famous, and then he's dipping out. Czar is South Africa. There you go. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the South African currency. Appreciate you. I'm excited for Khamzat versus DDP because both guys are going to clash at the peak of their primes. Neither has fought another elite fighter at his opponent's peak. That is kind of true. That is actually true, yeah. That's a good thought. Man, both guys look unbeatable right now. That's what I think is so brilliant about that. That's what I love about it. What do you think happened with Dana White? I don't know. It could have something to do with Noche. They're on the same date. JDM will show Makhachev his place, making him shine his belt. Okay, what should be the main event of co-main event of 319? I don't know. Kyle Baralho, Nasruddin Imavov. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I think Charles will grapple heavy Ilya and sub him. I don't know, maybe. I think that's Charles' best path to victory if I had to guess. RDR will whoop Whitaker like he finishes him. Wouldn't surprise me. I think Whitaker's kind of on his way out, man. I think Whitaker's kind of on his way out. The Khamzat hater won't be tolerated. He beat Prime Usman, Prime Izzy, Prime Rob, Prime GSP, anyone from 170 to 185, okay? Jones and Hasbullah, the most random collab. I want Imavov to fight Kaio or rematch Strickland to remain active, so if Khamzat beats DDP, the Khamzat-Imavov fight is even bigger. Yeah. Joey, they said Ali told Brakamoto on an interview that Mavsar would need it one more win, which is an embarrassment, man. Mavsar's already earned his title shot over. Mavsar's earned his title shot more than Ilya's earned his lightweight title shot, that's for sure. But what do you expect nowadays? Who would you pick in Khamzat, Prime GSP? I don't know. It's so hard for me to differentiate. It's so long ago. It really is so long ago. Bones and Hasbullah in a buddy cop movie. Joey, it's really a shame that Ilya ducked Mavsar. I know, I've always wanted Ilya versus Mavsar too. But Ilya didn't want that smoke. He didn't want that smoke. It's annoying as hell. It really is. But what can you do? Nothing you can do now. Never happening. My hope is real DDP KO round 2. I think Khamzat's going to finish him in the first round. Probably choke him out. Joey, if GSP was here today, would all the fans call him boring? Yes. Need a banger video with you about that. It's absolutely disgusting if they go with anything else. Really hope it's just a rumor, as even the champ said he's next. Yeah, I'll make it when it comes out, and people will say somehow I'm a Muslim Caucasus region fanboy. I want Ilya to lose now. I want Armin to fight him. I want an Ilya Armin as well. Ilya Jai Herbert 2. Yeah, book it again, man. Book it again. For sure. I think that'd be a banger to book. I'm flying to Vegas to slap cheese slice on Dana's bald head if they book Volk versus Yair. Ew. Volk Yair 2 is a complete disgrace to the sport. Neither of them are deserving of a title shot. You could argue Patty deserves it more than both of them. You could literally argue that. I agree. I think Patty deserves it more than Oliveira. Yair beats Volk in a rematch. Wouldn't even shock me, honestly. Volk's slowing down significantly. If Khamzat beats DDP, who's going to be Khamzat's scariest fight afterwards? It's going to be Nasruddin, but I don't think even Nasruddin beats him. What did I miss about Dana and Turkey? Dana was supposed to promote a boxing match and got the boot. Got the boot. I don't know if it was conflicts with UFC Noche. Now, the sport will never go back to a meritocracy. It's a slippery slope, and it's getting worse and worse as fans defend the worst decisions ever. Fans should be backlashing over this shit. They really should be. But they don't. Malov's cardio is horrendous. It's what people act like Khamzat's cardio is. That's true. Yeah, Ilya's regarded as the GOAT and love, but no, he's not. Should have booked Armin versus Justin under Ilya Dubronx. Man, Armin smokes Justin with ease. Is that even a questionable matchup? Is that even a questionable matchup? You guys tell me. Even if Dana doesn't want to make Movsar the next challenger whatsoever, how on God's earth can he realistically justify giving it to someone else? I mean, there's literally no argument. They don't care. They'll say he's a if they give it to Yair, they'll say he's a former interim champion. If he gives it to Jean Silva, they'll say, well, Jean Silva, the fans wanted it. That's what they'll say. Sucks, man. Everyone calling out Justin. He's the easiest way to a title. That's true. Patty said he wants Justin as well, right? Why are we recycling Justin and Dustin as contenders over and over and over again? Is Volk Yair official? No, it is not official. If it was official, I'd be popping off. Ilya featherweight shot was an undeserved 5 at best. Mid wins at featherweight, and people complain. Umar shot with 6 wins at bantamweight. Corey over Emmett, Barcelos, Bekzak, Bryce. Ilya featherweight shot is the same as Patty getting a shot now. Basically, I kind of agree with you. What a dumber statement. Ilya is ducking Movsar. Islam is ducking Ilya. Islam is ducking Ilya is dumber, I think. Neither are true, though. But if one's true, I guess the other's true, right? When you think about it, Ilya or Charles becomes champ and Armin gets a shot, we might get the first Armenian UFC champ. Armin's never going to get a shot. Dana's pissed at him. If you guys could, do me a favor. Run up the likes on the stream. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 40K. Trying to grind to 40K. Does Bisping duck Yo? In a weird way, yes. Low-key, I strongly feel Ilya Armin is a toss-up with Armin probably win. I'd pick Armin over Ilya right now. I'd pick Armin over Ilya as we speak. Armin's too damn good. We need Leon's fight in a jam-packed Apex arena so that we can skip it. That's true. Leon. Man, Leon's done for. Look at that division. Isn't it going to be weird? I honestly think the welterweight division, that belt's going to be playing hopscotch now. I really think that belt's going to be playing hopscotch for a bit. Anyway, I'm out 4 a.m. getting ready for the day. I'm probably not going to be on her crazy long, maybe a little over an hour. Do you love how Bisping is criticizing Jones right now for cherry picking his opponents when this motherfucker literally did the same thing with Old Man Henderson number 13 instead of Robin Yo? Yeah, it doesn't shock me. Bisping's a Tom Aspinall dick rider, but I kind of get it to a certain extent, but Bisping's obviously just a Tom Aspinall dick rider. Armin's cool, but the hate's unjustified. I get he pulled out, but still best lightweight fighter outside of Islam. Agree. Joey, who's backup fighter for Ilya Charles? We don't have any news on that. I don't know who it would be. Was Leon a fraud champ? Nah, I don't think Leon was a fraud champ. He was just that moment in time, man. He took advantage of that moment in time and got a fluke KO over Usman. Does anyone ever think Leon will be champ again, though? The answer is no. He never will. He's not beating Gary. He's not beating Shavkat. He's not beating Bilal. He's not beating Brady. Man, Leon would have got smoked by Shavkat. Isn't that crazy? Leon would have got smoked by Shavkat if he would have fought him at UFC 300. You know what's crazy? Islam would have easily been welterweight champion if he'd have fought Leon at UFC 300. Man, I bet you he's kicking himself for not taking that opportunity. It would have been an easy win, man. It would have been the easiest win in the history. Imagine what he would have done to Leon. Leon should just retire at this point. I mean, he got dominated by two good guys. He could still get a win against somebody. Most underrated, unranked fighter right now, Anasia Bahamondes. That'll be my answer forever. We need Lesnar versus Aspinall. Stop. Buckley beats Leon. He'd be champ at the UFC cuts Bilal, Ian, Morales, Usman, Brady, JDM, Buckley. I'd low-key like to see Leon Usman 4. Does Leon beat Buckley? I actually think Leon could beat Buckley. People act like Ilya does something for Islam's legacy over defending the belt at welterweight. I know. It's craziness. Thoughts on Bo Nichols' MLB baseball career? Better go back. Joey, should Sean Strickland retire? Yes, he should. Yeah, same thing. I think belt's going to change a lot. 3-4 really good fighters who could beat JDM on a good night. That's true, man. The welterweight division is a shark tank. Usman deserves the long overdue title shot. Stop. Who you got in the mixed fight? I'm probably taking Batista. I've been high on Mario Batista for a bit. I think he's a future title contender. At least he should be, but the UFC probably won't give it to him because they'll blame him for one boring third round. But I think it could go either way, but I'm leaning Mario Batista. I think he's the better striker, and I don't think Patchy's going to be able to backpack him. Who wins their fight easier, Kayla or Khamzat? I'll go with Khamzat. I think Khamzat just ragdolls DDP and subs him in the first round. Bubba's a great baseball player. Yeah, he can fall back on that. Cheeto would have lost every round in last-minute KO, probably. I'm going Batista decision. I'll probably go Batista decision as well. Would you fight Strickland if you were Bilal? He's been calling him out. Yeah, if I was Bilal, I'd take that fight in a heartbeat. It's an easy winner against a former middleweight champion. And an interesting fight right now. Send Batista to Street Beefs. I had to repair my bum-ass computer today. One new GPU beta later. Sorry, I'm late, boys. What happened to your GPU? Khamzat's just a way better grappler than Kayla. Khamzat's just unbelievably good. Really is. The reason fans are saying Islam's ducking is because they're mad Islam would get a win they can't discredit. Yeah, they're saying, man, Islam doesn't want to fight Ilya. He's fought nothing but 45ers, and now he doesn't want to fight Ilya. His legacy's tarnished, but they're advocating for him to fight another 45er that they would discredit. You'd show Khamzat levels. I feel like you bet on Khamzat so much because of the beard. Nah. I don't care about that. Khamzat is a generational talent. Khamzat's nasty, man. I've been a believer in Khamzat since he came to the UFC. He's a 30-60. Think it just couldn't hang anymore. Got 4 years out of it at 4K resolution. What do you got now? 30-80? I still can't believe people act like Strickland Izzy fight was exciting. I know. Nothing I said it was boring after the fact. People said I was coping. What do you mean am I discrediting DDP? 50-70, of course. Dude got to 50-70. Did you do it yourself or? I'd show Khamzat levels, but I didn't have cell reception. Agreed. Jay, in my opinion, Ilya has been the most privileged fighter since a long time. It's on Conor level when he got the lightweight shot, and even Conor run to the real title in featherweight was better than Toporius. Toporius clearly a spoiled little bitch. 45-70. 50-70 overclock. Not, of course. Sorry. Yeah, I installed it myself. That was kind of a bitch. Was it really hard? I didn't know. 50. Dude got the 50-70 out here. You're now saying his resume sucks? Now, I was just saying 2 wins over Sean Strickland isn't good. That's all I was saying. Those are kind of meaningless. Those are kind of meaningless. Ank versus Khamzat, who wins? I might go Khamzat, but could go either way. I would lean Ank just because of size. It'll be so satisfying when Khamzat just wins the title on August 16th and brings back order to middleweight divisions in Silva. Imagine Khamzat wins it and then retires in the cage right afterwards. Oh my god! And it's the belt's up for grabs. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. Who do you match make for Blah? I say winner of Buckley Usman. I say Usman no matter what. I say Usman no matter win or lose. Blah fights Usman. Usman's been talking a lot of shit. Most people are picking DDP over Khamzat. Can't wait for the fight. Me either. And then they'll say it was an obvious pick. Khamzat was obviously going to win. That's nice, Shax. Should I use 64 gigabytes of RAM? Yeah, you should. Ilya has the same privilege as Conor with shit pay-per-view sales. I don't know if he has the same privilege. Isn't it crazy Dana said Conor is not fighting anytime soon? Not fighting anytime soon. People call me crazy. People legit call me crazy. Wild and crazy. I'll never forget it. I will never forget that. I was crazy for saying McGregor would never fight Chandler. I have 64 gigabytes as well. But yeah, Shax, enjoy your setup for show. You think Dana will go bad on Turkey and call him a goof? No. I think he'll just say it was a conflict that I had other stuff going on. I couldn't handle it all. And that's basically the gist of it. That's basically the gist of it. I don't think Bilal is fighting for a long time. He's old enough now where he might be done. I doubt he's going to retire. He's at least going to fight a couple more times. I wonder what Bilal will do afterwards. You know, in a couple years when he does retire. I wonder what he'll do afterwards. I wonder what his plan is to do afterwards. Yo, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you. UFC needs a criteria to justify title shots. They would never do that because then they would back themselves into a corner. If Usman loses, I think it's going to hurt his pride so much it will hurt his pride. Usman's got a lot of pride. Should the UFC just get Ankalaev versus Ulberg done? And what's the night? What for the night heavyweight? I don't know what that meant. But yeah, sure. Just see people hating on your Strickland tweet. I see that one Topuria fanboy who hates you a lot as well. I don't even pay attention, man. I don't really pay attention to it that much, but it wouldn't shock me, man. They're mad. I'm Strickland. All Strickland does is try to say weird shit to get attention because he's a wannabe influencer. It's embarrassing to America. Blah might actually make a decent commentator. I think he would make a good analyst, actually. Whenever I hear him analyzing a fight, a lot of fighters are shit. Blah will probably be an analyst when he retires and continue coaching, speaking out. Could be. Blah's a great commentator. I think he's actually smart. I think he's smart. When I hear him break down fights, it actually is rationale, the way he breaks down a fight. he actually does a good job. I'm almost certain Sean and Strickland is closeted gay. I know for a fact he is. You can tell. Joe, I'm fed up with that MMA organization. I just hope to be like judo, wrestling, Olympics, or world purely on merit. Never going to happen, unfortunately. Joe would love to hear Connor commentate on sports. Yeah, I'm sure you would. I would rather have Bilal on commentary panel than Bisbing. Bilal would be a better commentator, I think. I think Bilal would be a way better commentator. Should have been Ilya versus Paddy Ladd for the vacant title. I would have preferred that. Low key, I would have preferred that. Paddy's more deserving than Charles. We got two dudes who don't deserve a title shot getting a title shot. It was so satisfying seeing you beat the shit out of Bo Nickel, making him quit. It will always be, man. That clip, glad somebody got it on video. Do you think Bilal has another title run in him? I think he could, but I don't think the UFC would give it to him. Bilal should need like 2 wins. One big win, and he should be right back in the discussion. The JDM fight was very, very close. People don't want to admit that for some reason. They want to say JDM domination. It came down to the 5th round. And it's actually sad because he should be able to get one good win and then be right back in discussion. But there's a lot of contenders. There's a lot of young blood at welterweight, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough when you got Morales coming up the ranks and Shavkat there and Gary there and Brady there. What's up with the name Gilbert and Herbert Burns? Like, imagine naming your kids that. Yeah. Their little brother, Rupert, is going to come make it. Yeah. Do they have a little brother named Rupert? Buckley isn't losing to Usman? Yeah, I doubt it. Usman's too old, man. I think Usman is too old, to be honest. Bilal really got outclassed? Nah. Bilal did not get outclassed. It was a war, dude. Did you see JDM's nose, man? It was smashed. It was smashed into his face. Imagine if they mandated 2 top 10 wins or 1 top 4 win to justify a title shot. They would never do it. They want to have the flexibility to do whatever they want. And what's the point of making rules when they're just going to do whatever they want anyway? What's the point? What is the point? They don't want to make rules for themselves at all. What's up? Sorry I'm late. It's my birthday and people are just now leaving from midnight last night. 19 showed up. Happy birthday, Chase. Where was my birthday party invite, bro? Where was my birthday party invite, bro? But I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer. I'm not doing a super long stream. I've been trying to get to bed a little bit earlier. Next fight for Gary, I think it should be Brady or Shavkat rematch on a full camp. Or a title shot. It'll probably end up being Islam Makhachev versus Ian Machado, Gary. Wouldn't shock me, bro. Wouldn't shock me. You're invited anytime if you come to Indiana. Just let me know. I'll pay for everything, hotel and all. But Chase, you're way too nice. I was just kidding around. I hope you had a good birthday, though. That's wild, bro. 19 people showed up. Your family and friends. What's weaker, Usman's knees or overlaps one-liners? I think it's overlaps participation around here. I think that's what's weaker. I'm curious what happens with Dan Hooker. He's number 8 in last fight in August 2024 with a split win against Gamrot. That's wild. It's been that long. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it is. You have 10 siblings, 5 brothers, 5 sisters. That's crazy, dude. Your mom was getting busy. Your mom was getting busy. We got a fight in less than 2 weeks. Fight info posted on my page. I'll have to keep that in mind, bro. Hope you win. I'm rooting for you. What do you mean fight info is posted on your page? But I'll keep that in mind. I'll have to check it out. No, my dad's been married twice. Okay, I see. So your dad's been just dropping loads every which way. Is Tony Ferguson still alive? No idea. They're not my mom's. My dad's to blame for all of us. Your dad's just out there dropping loads left and right like they're going out of style. Islam is better than Gary everywhere? Maybe. For Bilal versus JDM fight at the end, beginning, I disagree with you when you said Bilal got round 1, but now you watched it 100% right. Bilal had very good shots at the beginning of the round. Yeah, Bilal won round 1. It's no doubt. It's round 1 and 4 for Bilal, round 2 and 5 for JDM. It comes down to round 3. Comes down to round 3. It really does. Bilal's so damn good, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how good his striking has gotten. I think his stock should have went up after that performance. Just needed to try to mix in the grappling more often and earlier. Even if he wasn't getting it, keep mixing it in there. Yeah, middleweight's Bilal's best chance for a second title shot. Not nearly the same amount of young killers. Big fight with Strickland plus beef with Khamzat and DDP. There you go. I think he's too small for middleweight. So, doesn't that speak to how good JDM is? Yeah, JDM's pretty good as well. Bilal beats Morales. I don't know, man. Morales looks like a killer. Even though it's Burns, washed up Burns. I feel like if Bully B started strong with the wrestling. Yeah, I mean, he definitely... It makes me think the UFC's really telling these guys not to grapple. It really makes me think they're encouraging these guys not to grapple. I feel like Bully B started strong with the wrestling. The JDM fight isn't close. Kind of agree with you, man. I think JDM would be exhausted by the 5th round. But instead, Bilal was more tired because he was doing something he's not used to doing, which is like striking heavily. He strikes a lot, don't get me wrong. Bilal's boxing is criminally underrated. Yeah, he was talking about the fight, how he's going to show the hands. I think the UFC's encouraging their fighters not to grapple. Bilal's legit boxing. Morales is very open on the feet. Yeah. Bilal's striking is super underrated. Bilal and Buckley. I think Bilal would beat Buckley easily, by the way. UFC's hairs away from becoming WWE, and a lot of people are encouraging that. A lot of people are encouraging that and wishing that upon the UFC. I'm honestly surprised how... Dude, Bilal's hands are actually looking really fast. They were looking real fucking fast. Man. Will Dana White go harder and make his own boxing event to prove he's a... I have no clue, man. He's been talking about boxing this, boxing that, doing this, doing that for many, many years. Well, okay, now I understand because in my mind, people, if JDM versus Bilal stayed on the feet, JDM would have won. You have people giving around 1, 2, and 4 to JDM just because it stayed on the feet. I know. They already had the preemptive narrative in their mind. That's what they had. I don't think the UFC needs to tell fighters anything directly to convince them not to grapple. Historically, the fans and money speak loud enough, especially. Now, I think they're actually saying shit to them. It's kind of been proven already. They're not explicitly saying don't grapple, but they're making it well known. They're making it well known. They don't want you grappling. It's sad. God forbid you try to wrestle in the UFC and you're not Habib. Exactly. They used to call Habib boring for a while, too. Joe, do you think John Jones will keep his belt or be stripped? He'll probably keep his belt and fight in November. That's what I would guess. Bilal Power, he finishes JDM. Yep. What's up with Dana? Apparently he's fired. He got fired by Turki Al-Sheikh. I feel like grappling should only be used in a direct way to win the fight, not to stall the fight for either fighter advancement. It's very rare people use grappling to stall the fight. People just make it out to be that fact. When you guys are very close to being skilled on the ground, it can be tough sometimes. And it's a battle. And it's interesting to watch. Now, when you're just straight laying in guard, okay. Cool, criticize it. Can you break down Dana's firing? I don't really know much about it, man, to be honest. All I know is Turkey had an event on September 12th. Dana was the promoter. They moved it to September 13th, and now Dana's not the promoter. And UFC Noche is on September 13th as well. Is who crashing out? They made me watch 1 minute commercials to get here. That's wild. YouTube be going wild lately, man. They be going wild lately. Damn. I'll tell you one thing. Nobody gave a rat's ass about the post-fight last night. Didn't even crack 10K. Still did okay, I guess. 7K is not bad. What brand polo shirt is that? I'm not even sure. Dana needs to get fired from the UFC. He'll be gone soon enough, man. He'll be gone soon enough. It's storming outside of my house very bad. We have to go somewhere. Damn. Where do you have to go? What time is it where you're at? We don't have many current American champions in the UFC. John Jones. We don't have any but John Jones. Will Hunter Campbell be any better if he took over? No. He'll just be harder to read. He'll be harder to read, in my opinion. We won't be able to see what's going on as much. Is there still a living, breathing UFC president? What does that even mean? Why is Dana promoting Canelo versus Crawford? He's not anymore, Terrell. He's not anymore. He got fired today. They told him, you're fired, buddy. You're fired, buddy. Thank you for the 199, Terrell. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Why did he get fired? We don't know. We don't know exactly what happened. He got kicked to the curb. 9:36, have to go to a meeting. Damn, that late? That late, man? Dana in 2016 had so much passion. Yeah, he doesn't care anymore. What makes you say I feel like Umar would prefer a title shot than to fight Merab again if Merab loses? Umar would prefer a title shot than to fight Merab again. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think he would. He doesn't care about Merab that much. He doesn't care about Merab that much. It's getting real bummy around here. Usman versus Buckley. Who do you have? I'm taking Buckley just because he's younger, man. I don't rate Buckley that high. I think he's decent. But, man, I just think Usman's been sitting out for over 2 years now, I think. He got KO'd by Leon 2 fights ago. I just don't think he has the passion. He's been too busy being a podcaster. I think Buckley's too better. Too much better. Thank you for the 199, Terrell Williams. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Appreciate you. Buckley's going to end Usman. We got Haunter the chat whore. Haunter the chat whore decided to show up around here. I think everyone's going to pick Buckley for that one. I could see a world where Usman wins, but I'm not picking the older guy. Long layoff. 82% are picking Buckley. Damn, Usman really could win. And I really think it's more like 60-40 Buckley, 65-35 Buckley. But it's just hard to pick a dude on a long layoff on a losing streak. Multi-fight losing streak. 3-fight losing streak. Damn, Buckley's taking out all the old heads. Wonderboy, Colby, and now Usman. Buckley's getting the best path. I swear on my life, he's getting the best path. Why couldn't Gary get that path? I love Usman. I have to bet on Buckley. Buckley's winning. We gotten 2 deserved title shots as so far. Would it be 3 if Arman versus Islam fought? Volk Lopez was partially deserved. Should have been Movsar. Should have been Movsar. We love your videos. Thank you. Usman's going to wrestle early. Buckley's wrestling isn't that great. I think it's massively overrated. That's what I said, Joey. Buckley could fluke a championship belt with the best path. He's getting it. Yeah, he does have a crazy good path. The second Buckley losses, they're going to shit on his resume so hard. Oh, I know. He beat up all the old dudes. All sweet. Finally caught a live feed. You finally caught a live feed at the tail end of it. But appreciate you, John, for tuning in to the live feed. Do you happen to have any thoughts on Act? I think it's disgusting, man. I think it's disgusting if you would do something like that. Like that's the most vile shit you can think of. I think it's the most vile thing you can do. I mean, what a joke. What a joke. No more Shama. I was cracking up for your video, Connor spitting on the fan from a few months ago. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. Yeah, Joey, can you make a video on Bilal winning? Probably not. That's old news, and it was a razor close fight. I made a post fight about how close it was. I got to go back and rewatch the entire fight though, but I just haven't had a chance. So much shit's been going on. But yeah, the Connor spitting on people was disgusting. Dude's a fucking clown, man. He's vile. He is vile. I forgot what that video was even called. I'm trying to look that up right now. What was that video even called? What was that video even called? I'm trying to remember. Connor at the White House. Colby running. Let's see. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Wasn't it around here? Where was this video at? I don't see it. I do not see it. Damn. Alex Pereira humiliating Jamal Hill at the UFC PI was hilarious. I got 40K views and it turned off my monetization on that. I expect we see, now that Trump's office and Khamzat visa issues, we could see him in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, he's coming to Chicago. Why did Alex turn down the rematch? He knows what will happen. Alex doesn't want the Ankalaev smoke. He had ducked him for years while he was champion. You think he's going to fight him willingly? No. So many people hate on Bilal and Islam, and they are because who they are and not what they are. Facts. What fighter do you think would be the best at disc golf? No idea. Maybe O'Malley. What does Connor's face look so puffy and bloated? No fucking clue. Alex Pereira is the most protected fighter ever. He's an industry plant, man. I was so glad Ankalaev finally got his opportunity to embarrass him. Finally got his opportunity to embarrass him. It's insane. It's insane how long he ducked him. How long he ducked him. Damn, my beard was crazy, but it was about this big in like January. That's crazy. It feels like it hasn't grown at all. I got to stop trimming it up, trying to trim it up. Just let it go wild and then trim it up when it gets long. I'm trying to find the one where he spit on the dude. Oh, here it is. It was back to back. Coked up Conor McGregor spits in fans' face for shouting out Khabib. What is this special fight coming from Dana White? That's what I want to know. What was that special fight he was hinting at? Low-key, Ankalaev finishes Pereira next time. That's facts. I could see Izzy being decent with those long arms. Maybe. It's all about technique. So whoever has the best technique, Pereira. Think John Jones right at this moment is still the greatest fighter in the world. Tough to say it when you're fighting every 2 years. No. I mean, you could make the argument, but the fact that he just doesn't fight is what ruins it for me. Is Cerrone, I don't know when Cerrone's coming back, but what about Cerrone's comeback fight? Except for Khalil. What about Khalil? Yeah, that's the only time he didn't get protected. He fought number 8, Khalil Roundtree. That's just insane. That is just insane. I put all UFC fans at my job on your page, bro. Some are Bo fans, and I told them you love Bo and say some honest shit about him. Oh, they're not happy about that, Tony. They weren't happy about them Bo Nickel videos, which was craziness, those Bo Nickel videos. Last time we saw Cerrone, he got knocked out by Connor's shoulder. Dude, Cerrone straight up quit in that fight. Fuck Cerrone. Khalil was so happy he got finished by Peloton. He was crying when Ankalaev beat him and made excuses for him. What a bitch. Usman gonna knock out Buckley. That wouldn't be that crazy. Cerrone straight up curled into a ball and quit, man. He should have got more shit for that. I remember a lot of people were defending him for straight up quitting, and then he came out and admitted it. People were shitting on Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith was right. He was right. I wish I would have had a channel then. I was pissed about that at the time. Because I was like, look, I don't even fuck with Stephen A. Smith, but he's right. Cowboy did quit in there. They were like, how dare you talk about a fight? Because it's obvious what's going on down there. Let's get this Dono war started. Google user, I'm waiting for you, brother. I've been waiting for you all night. I'm waiting for the Dono war, man. You started off. Getting extra bummy around here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's already... I was literally looking at it a second ago and we were at like 45 minutes. Now it's an hour and 20. How is that even possible? Let's be honest. Being boring for most MMA community is more about race and religion. Strickland and Colby are exciting, but Bilal's boring. Even at some point in Islam and Habib were boring. You were right. You're right, dude. How long ago did I mention that? You know, I got a lot of shit for that. I mentioned that many moons ago, bro. Many moons ago. When I first started the channel, I said, look, I know nobody wants to say it. We all know it's true, but Strickland and Colby are exciting. But Habib, Islam, and whoever else are boring somehow. There's a specific video where I'm like, I wonder why. Where does that come from? Yeah, 282 lurkers. Right now it's showing me over 300 on my end. It shows me a more updated probably than you. But yeah. Google user's back. He took a break. He's coming back. He's got his mountain bike in his picture. Rockage is most boring. Rockage isn't that boring. Come on now. What's up, Joe? What's up, Jack? What's going on, man? That's exactly what I meant with my last comment. What are we talking about? I forgot. Like the video, you bums? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you guys don't bother liking the stream. Joey, my wife wants you. It doesn't surprise me, bro, but I'm taken. Doesn't surprise me, bro, but I'm taken, my friend. Every time I go out, man, I get hit on. I can't go anywhere without getting hit on, so. I wonder if somehow there's like a magical spell on me that like no matter where this guy goes, he's going to get hit on by women. But, I mean, it's a fact, man. It's a fact. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Sorry, Tony Two-Tone. Is that Gary's alt? What are you talking about? How can I get a Jersey accent, too? Willing to throw money at the solution? I have no idea how you get a Jersey accent. I don't have a Jersey accent. I don't have no Jersey accent around here in this community. Strickland had Izzy mentally finished for 4 rounds and stared at him to death instead of finishing the fight. Strickland can't finish any fights. That was a boring-ass fight. Literally could have went Adesanya's way in an alternate universe. In an alternate universe, it literally could have went Adesanya's way. The only round anyone can even remember was round 1 from one right hand. Terrell Williams with another 199. Ank is greater than Poatan, and Yuri is greater than Ank and Poatan. No, dude, Yuri's not beating Ank. You know how bad Ank would. Ank's a way better striker than Poatan. He would slump Yuri and embarrass Yuri and break his ponytail too. You know what Ank would do to Jamal Hill? You know what Ank would do to Jamal Hill? I never thought of that matchup. Has anyone ever thought of Jamal Hill Ank? I've never thought of that matchup in my mind. Ank would whoop his ass bad. Would spank him like the little bitch boy he is. Ank is the champ for a reason. Dude, he's styled on Pereira. Yuri could have a chance to fluke a win. Let's be honest. Yuri could fluke a win. He could. But I don't think he would. Jamal Hill brother versus MMA Joey. You know what Strickland would do to Gary? Yeah, he would try to jab and teep to win and lose because he would get dominated because Gary's superior in every way. I think Islam destroyed Prime Charles Oliveira all hitters, so majority of fans were saying it's the end of the exciting era in lightweight and it's the beginning of a new boring one. Which is crazy because Islam literally outclassed him and finished him. Islam's only gone to 1 decision in his title reign against Volkanovski in one of the best fights of the year. Damn. Usman Ilya. A real killer is Yuri. Dude, Yuri's getting his ponytail broken by Poatan, who's ducking Ank. Let's be real. That's a real fighter for you? What you talking about? Jab his way to a KO win, or Gary probably Strickland would. Nah, Gary would smoke Strickland. Gary's better everywhere than Strickland. I would wish they would book that fight. But Strickland would never take it because he knows he would lose. He knows he would lose. He knows he would get badly. Bro, your takedown on Bo Nickel was devastating. You destroyed the poor guy. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just giving my opinion here. I'm just giving my honest opinion around here. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. It's crazy how welterweight from being one of the worst divisions in the UFC to be arguably best, most talented. That's what happens when you have a dominant champ. Everyone thinks the division's shit. And then it gets better when the champ loses. Because everyone can see everyone as being champ now. Tony Two-Tone with the 499. If the fight with JDM was close, guarantee someone like Sean Strickland, he would get the rematch. Oh, I know. If JDM was the champ and Bilal was the guy who won like that, they would do a rematch, immediate rematch. That's a fact. Please, UFC, cut Sadiq. That's a little bit extreme. Thank you, Tony Two-Tone, for the 499. I appreciate you, man. It's sad Strickland got a rematch against Dricus, and he put on a way shittier performance than what Bilal did against JDM. That's a cold hard fact around here. That's a cold hard fact. I'm late. What did I miss? Dude, I can't even tell you. How did Patchy Mix match up with Batista and the rest of the bantamweight division? I think Patchy's a top 10 guy, but I think Batista's like the worst possible matchup to come into. Bilal would smash Sean Strickland. I agree. I agree that he would. I agree that he would. Bilal hasn't defended his title once. Leon did. Yeah, because Leon got a gifted Colby title shot. But I get it. Thank you for the $1.99, Terrell Williams. Terrell Williams being the Tay2 of the stream right now. Wait, Batista, Marlon Vera's off. Yeah, Batista's now fighting Patchy Mix, who was a Bellator champion. A Bellator champion. I'm just happy we ain't got no fights next week. And, yeah. Show some respect. Wait a minute. So, yeah, I already read that. He lost to DDP. Not the worst loss. He didn't even fight in the second fight. And the first fight wasn't even good either. That's the truth. That is the God honest truth. Damn. Ball was counting Strickland for never defending his belt, and now look. I mean, he didn't really clown him that hard. He clowned him for going out there and at least Bilal tried to fight to defend his belt. Bilal tried to defend his belt. Strickland just jabbed and teeped his way into losing his title, and then got an immediate undeserved title shot. 2 of them, actually. Look, I'll tell you this right now. Bilal might as well be a 3 or 4-time defending champ. If you understand, you understand. If you don't get that claim that Bilal might as well be a 3 or 4-time defending champ, if you don't get that claim, then you don't get it. Yeah, I wish the UFC would take a 3-week break, to be honest. They're burning me out. I'm burned out sometimes, especially on shit cards. I like these weeks where we don't have a lot going on. It was undeserved, but it wasn't immediate. He beat Shitty Costa. You're right. But it basically was an immediate. Dude, I thought he arguably lost to Costa. People thought I was crazy. Go back and rewatch it. He did nothing. People thought Costa was getting dropped and shit when he never. Bilal clean sweep the division prior to JDM. I know. Starting an MMA channel soon. My goal is to get 100K per video and stream 4 or 5 times a week. Well, you better get started. It takes a while. Better get started. It takes a while, Jay. But good luck, man. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do well. Any cards you're looking forward to? UFC 319, UFC 319, UFC 319, UFC 319, and UFC 319. Armin versus Ilya would not be close. Armin would 50-45 him, ground and pound Ilya to death. If Ilya KOs Charles, people would say Armin had a split without understanding what matchups mean. I know. And it was a split decision, but Armin dominated Charles. Let's be real. I think that's the only time I've ever picked against Charles in the history of the channel. And I was right. Now Joe Alvarez is a welterweight. We'll see what he does, man. I think that's a bad move for him. But if he has to cut a lot of weight, I guess. Strickland world class. You think combined channel could be good, like MMA and gaming, or keep them separate? Nah, you want to have a specific niche. I would not combine channels. I would not combine channels. It would be a bad idea, I think, from everything I know about YouTube. I can't believe I ain't got the 40 yet, man. I thought I'd have 40 by summer. That was kind of the tentative goal. That was the tentative goal around here in this community. Let's see. Damn. I've been slacking a little bit too much. Starting multiple channels, which is a huge pain because the kind of niche just isn't worth it. Isn't worth it. It'll tank your channel. You just start with one and see how good you can do, and then move on to doing other ones. I don't know why Dana was kicked out. You'll get a huge jump from subs after 319 and related vids. I think I've been just slacking a little bit on videos because I've just been kind of beat. I've been kind of beat. And I feel like a lot of people are down on MMA. So it's like I haven't been picking up like the craziest amount of subs. So if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the channel. I think I've only picked up like 800 subs in the last month, which isn't the greatest. But people say there's nothing you've earned. Yeah, I mean, it is. Oh my God. The 2025 is pretty damn good, though. Has been pretty damn good to me. It's been pretty damn good to me. Let's see views-wise. That's crazy, though. But there's boom and bust. There'll be a moment where all of a sudden my channel's blowing up for like a month or so, and then it'll go back down for a little bit. Have you had sponsors approach your channel for a while? Yeah. I haven't taken any of them. I promise Joe I'm going to help you get to 45K by the end of summer. We'll do it, man. I just got to keep making good content. I'm excited for it because I'm from Chicago. Are you going halftime? Are you going UFC 319? Yeah, I think 319 will be explosive for the channel. We'll maybe get to 50K at 319, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Man, it's in August. You got to be kidding me. Damn, almost the end of the year it feels like in a weird way. In a weird way. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I hope tickets are decent. Who's the top 5 main man around here? I don't know. One Who Vapes, Jacob, Megatronus. Who else? Camille. GMD. I'm trying to remember all the made men. It's hard. We got too many made men around here. We got C4 San Diego. We got Google User is a made man as well. We got Google User who's a fucking made man around here. I think that's it. Tori. And also Tori. Daniel. I don't know who the fuck Daniel is. Who the fuck is Daniel? I'm from Wisconsin and going to the Chicago card. Yeah, Google User recently became a made man. Shout out to Google User. Pat is a made man. Pat's a disciple of some sort. Was Daniel the first guy to donate 100? You're talking about Derek was the first guy to donate 100 ever. That was wild. What's up, Andreas? You popping in at the end of the stream. I'm getting ready to end the stream here in a few minutes. I've been trying to get better sleep because I've been way too tired recently from not sleeping enough. So I've been trying to go to bed at a reasonable hour and just make content when I can and just say, you know what, I'm going to go to bed at a reasonable hour. So the thing is, it takes me a while to fall asleep. My son is watching right now. Give him a shout out. His name is Oz. Shout out to Oz for watching the channel. Thank you, Oz, for watching the channel with Tony. Two-tone. I got insomnia. I've never been diagnosed, though. What are you going to do when you get to 1 million subs? I don't know. I'll probably be retired by then. I'll probably be retired when I get to 100K or something. Be like, I'm out. 100K. Deuces. I want to see. I'd like to see if I could build another channel. Joe, why is the promotion of the UFC so poor? No idea. They don't care. Everyone buys it anyway. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I've been an insomniac forever, but I've never been diagnosed. So I think it's starting to catch up to me now. I used to stay up for days straight and it wouldn't matter, but now it's starting to matter to me. I don't know why. It really started hitting me in the last 6 months. It's starting to hit me. And during the day, sometimes I'll just be like, damn, I got to get home and go lay down. Thoughts on Darren Till boxing win? Darren Till's a scrub. He always will be a scrub. My sleep was always shit. The docs did a sleep study. I really bad apnea, waking like 60 times a night. I got CPAC now, and the difference is unbelievable. I don't wake up. For me, it's just hard going to sleep. It's not that I wake up. It's just me hard going to sleep. I just lay there, and I'm like thinking about shit. Like, I just think about all the shit I have to do, and it just keeps me up at night. It's always been like that for me, and it just sucks ass. Oh, you didn't know you were waking up? Damn, I got to keep that in mind. I'm not 35, but okay. The winner of Ilya Charles will be a fake champ. The lightweight will be a fake champ until Arman or Islam fight for it. Crazy to have a champ not even top 2 or fluking a win against the top 2. Yeah, that's generalized anxiety too. Especially for bigger dudes. I'll keep it in mind. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've always been like this. It sucks. But it used to not matter to me. I used to stay up and it used to not matter. If you sleep on your back, chances are you have sleep apnea. I sleep on my stomach usually. Sometimes I sleep on my back, but mainly on my stomach or my side. If I had to guess, I'd say you're my age. How old are you, Jesse? But I also have a deviated septum, which doesn't help either. I should go get it fixed. I had all the scans and everything to go get it fixed, and I just bitched out. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have surgery. How old are you now? How long did it take for lack of sleep to catch up to you? Within the last 6 months, it started catching up to me. I don't put any... Dude, it's YouTube. They changed their shit. You're the only one complaining. Same here. Once I had 35, my sleep was fucked. Getting a sleep study done is just a monitor you wear overnight. Like, what, a monitor for... Like, what is it? Like a band you wear? Or do you have to go somewhere? I don't even know what it is. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. It's a medical test that monitors and records various bodily functions during sleep to diagnose and manage sleep disorders. Assesses effectiveness of sleep treatments. Brain activity, eye movements, muscle activity, breathing, heart rate, oxygen levels. At an average of 28 years old, your body stops healing as fast. Like 50% slower overnight. Your body can't keep up with the lack of sleep because your system's in useful healing made up the slack. That's scary. I'm 25. Am I close to feeling tired like you all the time? Measures your breathing overnight. I'll have to look into it, man. I'll have to look into it. Or I'm trying to just fix it on my own. Because it's my fault, man. When you stay up till 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, recently, that really fucked me up. And I feel like I still haven't felt the same since. I stayed up till 7 a.m. And then woke up at like 10, 11. And then did a lot of like active shit that day. And then stayed up late that night and went to bed at like 1 a.m. And I never felt the same since that night. It was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was fucked. I was fucked. I was hiking through the forest the next day, going up a hill, like Chandler after he found out Conor wasn't going to fight him. And I was like, damn, I feel like I could just fall over. Some clarifying drug the next day. That's wild, bro. I never even really heard of that. I feel like I kind of have, but I didn't know it was that insane. What is it supposed to do? Increase your like airflow or something? What does it do? I'll have to look into it. Joe, you should make some short if you want more viewer subs. I don't want to make shorts. I don't like shorts. I don't like doing shorts. Solo over here giving me medical information. Here's my problem. I started taking melatonin last year, like middle of last year. And it was making me too tired. Like, I would use it. I would go to sleep. And then the next day I'd feel like in a fog a bit. So I stopped taking it. Maybe I should just try to take like half of one. It's ultra common. It keeps your airways open and pumps air into your lungs when your body forgets to breathe. Dude, I hope my body's not forgetting to breathe. I hope not. I hope I don't have that. Joey, did you see the clip of Tony saying he's measuring Habib with the belt? No, I did not. Dude, me too. I've always been used to power binge working to get through tough times, tough projects, or just do better than everyone else. Did it 3 weeks ago and I'm still fucked. Yeah, I feel weird. I don't know what dosage. It was some gummies. I don't know what the dosage was. Ask me tomorrow and I'll look tonight. It's sitting by my bedside table still. I don't take it. I hope 319 card is stacked as well. Like, think about it. I said, I'm only going to do an hour tonight. And look at here. I am an hour and 41. Hey, Machado Gary, can you tell me the reason? I don't know. I don't know. Get rid of him. You're a bum, dude. All you do is talk shit. Turkey probably seen how this dude was promoting Sean O'Malley and Rob too for the fans, so he glad he clicked that ball bum to the curb. Sean Strickland's bum ass is back saying DDP wins against Chimaev. Hey, man, he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. Let's see. What I think I need to do, back to what we were talking about, I think I need to get my deviated septum fixed. It sucks. But listen, boys, I think I'm going to get out of here. What's good, Joey? What's up, Mesotanic Australia? Everyone is entitled to their opinion, no matter how catastrophically wrong they are. If DDP beats Khamzat, who you think is the guy to beat DDP? Nobody. Also, start at 1 milligrams if higher dosage gets you too foggy. Let me see if I can look up what I bought. Let's see if I can look up. Hold on 1 second. I think these are the gummies I have. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're 5 milligrams. Let's see. So they're 5 milligrams per gummy. Per gummy, I think. I'll look when I go to bed now. But I think that's what it is. What I have. I swear to God, I got my deviated septum fixed and it changed my voice. Yeah, I know for a fact it'll change my voice a little bit. I know for a fact it'll change my voice. My deviated septum is brutally deviated. It's like, you can see it even from that angle. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? It's brutally deviated. It's literally like 100% obstruction. Joe, if Ank was able to bulk up 20 pounds, I think he would KO Aspinall with ease. Ank's better than Aspinall for sure. That's a given. But if he started asking for a title shot, people would say, nope, 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 nope. That'd be a banger. That'd be a banger matchup. I'd rather see that than Aspinall versus anyone else in the heavyweight division, to be honest. So tell Ank Alive defend his belt once. You need to get that fixed. Dude, it's bad. You see it? Look how bad it is. I'm not even leaning all the way up. It's horrible. I've had it 7 years now. Oh my God. And I went through everything to get it fixed. And I just didn't do it. I just bitched out. I didn't want to do it. I was terrified. I was terrified. But that'll be my goal for either this year or next year. Get that fixed. If I die, I want you guys to remember this chat. You guys got me killed. I don't think... I snore a little bit, but not a lot. I stopped snoring when mine was fixed. 7 years, bro. Got into a fight and whooped someone's ass, and you didn't get it fixed. You think the deviated septum could make me? I mean, look how crazy that is. Oh my god. So I'm always scared. Imagine somebody abducted me and taped over my mouth. I can't breathe out of my nose. Yeah, that's not from the Bo Nickel fight. That was from a fight from years ago. I've been dealing with that shit for 7 years. What was Solo saying? There's a lot, regardless of dosage. It's not just an everyday solution for sleep, period. It's not really meant for that, regardless of what some drug company says. I haven't taken it in a while. I was just taking it a little bit at night to see if it helped me sleep. You got a DVD septum that bad, it's likely to give you sleep problems. All right, everyone's giving me medical advice now. Appreciate everyone giving me medical advice for my sleep. And unfortunately, I'll probably do none of it because I'm just a bum like that. I don't know. I've never been a big fan. I've never been a big fan of, I'm always worried. Poor dog can't sleep, Joey. All that snoring. Joey smokes some weed. You'll be fine. As your doctor give you a sleep monitor, it'll change your life. I'll have to do that. You felt like you were getting way better sleep? Is that what you think? Or is that what happened to you? Like way better? Biomagnetic nose dilator. I have a DDP septum, improve my breath. Do it during a month. There's no good UFC events because you would look like you got beat up after. I don't care about that, man. But I get what you're saying. Sorry, bro. I just went through that. All this crap. I still have more to do. What specifically have you gone through, Shaq? Sorry, I've read so many messages. I don't know who was who. Smoke the ganja, Joe. You need that fire. Yeah, I've thought about those little magnetic strips, but my nose is 100% shut. Except one. I mean, one side is 100% shut, so 50% shut. But it messes with the other. It's so messed up, it messes up the other side. Magnetic nose dilator. Nose and sleep problems. I like how we're all... You think it'll actually help? It says life-changing breathing. Intake on Amazon. What? Wait, if you close the good nostril, you can't blow out of the one that's deviated? So this is a good one, ready? But they're both fucked up. This is the bad one. It's like if I held this in, I barely can get even this. I would suffocate. I can't even get the slightest bit of air. Like basically, like I would say maybe 5%, 1% even maybe. It's that bad. Way better. I'd wake up feeling like I was on speed for the first couple months, and that was just getting proper sleep. From what specifically? The monitor? Do you play video games? I haven't, but I want to get back to it, but I just been burned out. My main stupid fear was what if I get abducted and can't breathe through my nose and die? Exactly. Exactly, bro. I mean, I might get abducted. You never know. I've thought about that so many times. Somebody abducts me and puts tape over my mouth. I'm just going to suffocate. I'm going to be so pissed that I didn't get it fixed. Yeah, but it's so obstructed that it messes up the other one too. Stream starts now. Bitsy, I'm literally leaving as we speak. I was just getting medical advice. So Solo has a monitor that apparently helped him. How were you feeling prior to that, Solo? My right nostril had a 99% blockage. I didn't need a septoplasty, just a turbinate reduction. It helped me so much. It's gotten worse again lately, but it's my fault doing bummy shit. I know I shouldn't. Has a mask you wear at night and it pumps air while I breathe shallow. Okay. Damn. So basically, I need to get my nose fixed, and hopefully I'll be all right. I won't tape your mouth. Okay, thank you. I got lucky when I deviated mine. One nostril was pretty much closed. The other good nostril was bigger. I have to get my nose fixed. Well, let's make a deal. I'll get mine fixed if you promise to get your fix done after. I know, but I don't want to. I went through everything, and then I just bitched out and didn't feel like doing it. I went and got, like, they did some scan. I don't remember what scan it was. It's been so... I did it literally the first year I deviated. It was so annoying to me. Look how bad it is, man. Look how bad it is. Bet you 50 year of sleep apnea episodes with that nose. I didn't even know that could cause that. What do you guys think? Should I get this magnetic thing? These nasal strips and see if they help me? You guys are giving me hope. Should I try that? It's $60. I'll try it. My nostrils are so deviated that I start to breathe heavily. I used to bike a lot. And I stopped because it was so annoying because I had to suck air out of my mouth and bugs would fly in my mouth. Now they don't work. Why do they have good reviews? It has decent reviews. Maybe I should try all of it. Solo, you got IG. Message me on IG, dude. You got to fill me in on all this stuff. Is this some medical machine that you got here? I don't know if I could wear this while I'm sleeping. Yeah, I don't think I could pop something on. That'd be wild. A mask while I'm sleeping? I guess if it helped, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather just die, probably. Mostly a scam, can work for some people depending on the individual. Damn. Surgery's best bet. So what should I get? I'm taking Solo's advice right now. What should I get in the meantime when I'm not going to get my nose fixed and I'm not going to go to a doctor to get a sleep study right now? Maybe I'll do that later this year. You can get masks or clips for your nose. It basically keeps blood oxygen levels up. Try the magnetic nose dilator. He just told me it's a scam. I mean, it has some good reviews. I guess it works for some. I'm not looking up anything Rogan uses. I don't trust Rogan. I don't get sinus infections. Just get the cheapest nostril tape. They're the same thing. Costs $60 a month. Some costs $20. Damn. I don't even know. I've gotten so much information here. I don't even know if I can absorb any of it. Everyone in here's got a deviated septum. Shit is so annoying, man. It's so annoying. I'm tempted to buy these strips for $60. These magnetic strips. Yeah, the least you can do is wear a nostril tape when you sleep. Best thing to do is go to your doctor. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. I just go, everything's all right. Yep, all right, see you later. Damn. Basically, I need to get my deviated septum fixed, and I'll probably... You think if I get my deviated septum fixed, I'll feel a lot better in terms of sleep? Bassrutin has a breathing device. You think I should try the mouthpiece in the meantime? Deviated septum corrector? Whoa. Yeah, none of these have good reviews. All right, should I just try the nose strips? I'll just try the cheap nose strips. For $12. 100%. Who can afford magnetic strips for $60 a month? The part that sticks inside the disposable is the stickiest, isn't reusable. Just exhaust all conservative care. I'm done. We've been talking about this for like 20 minutes. What's his name's crying in chat. What was the 100% to? Once I get it fixed, I'll feel a lot better is what you're saying, Solo. Solo, you got to message me on IG, dude, so I can consult you about this. You seem like you know what you're talking about. Tighten up. You'll feel a lot better. Good sleep has so much benefits. So basically, this has probably been fucking me for years, and it's starting to catch up to me. I don't want to go get it fixed, though. I'm scared. I'm going to get put under, and I'm not going to wake up. Damn, my voice is going to change. It's going to be wild. When it was a deviated top. Can you guys really see how bad it is, though? Look how bad that is. It's really bad. I could see it in my OBS. Oh, God. It's horrible. All right, I'll see what I can do. Maybe this year I'll get it fixed. By the end of the year, I'm going to try to get it fixed. I only notice when you can only see it when I lift my head up. Look how bad that is. Oh my, I never realized how bad it was because I don't look at it too much. I'll join the Discord when I get home and we can talk. I'll show you my machine. Yeah, if not, we can just talk in chat, but nonetheless, bro. Very interesting information. I just got to get my deviated septum fixed. Yeah, dude, they like cut up in your nose and shit. I don't want to do that. I'm terrified of that. It's the only thing I'm scared of around here in this community. But listen, boys, I've been meaning to get out of here for like an hour. It's like a cheat code to having a decent day. Damn. So basically, I need to go get my DV. I need to go get corrective surgery. You guys have diagnosed me. Later, bro. There's people complaining anyway. We can't talk about whatever we want. You came too late. Pause. Massive pause. It is what it is, man. Good job, chat doctors. We did well today. I'll see. Maybe by the end of the year, maybe early next year, I'll try to get it fixed. But if I die, it's on you guys. I'll let you guys know before I go. And if I die, it's on you. I got a family to support around here. This is why I got to start a separate channel. Where we can just talk about whatever we want. Yeah, Solo. How old are you, Solo? I forgot even how this conversation began. Didn't you say you used to feel really fucked up and then you got your shit fixed? Started using that machine? Surgeon getting dunked on his bald spot if you don't make it. That's true. 39. Damn. 39 and it changed your life. You felt like you were on crack. Damn. That I'm telling you right now, you're probably right. I never really thought of it like that. I've always had sleep issues, but I bet you the deviated septum makes it worse. Years I wasted. So how long did you... Now, see, I need to hear your whole story now, bro. Make sure you stop in the chat tomorrow or later this week or join the Discord at some point. So maybe you can convince me to do it sooner, but I don't know. I broke my nose in football. I got my helmet pulled off and chin strap went up my face and fucked my nose up. Yeah, bro, I'm usually here. How do we even get started on this? I don't remember. You know what's fucked up? You know, I had two ingrown toenails for like 10 years that I didn't bother to get fixed, and I finally went and got it fixed, and it was like a 30-second process. I was in and out in under 10 minutes, and it relieved the surgery. The pain was so extreme before that after I had surgery, I didn't even feel any pain, and it looked like my toe had just been stabbed all over and over and over again. This was years ago. I dealt with it for many, many, many years. Yeah, before I go using any machines, I'm going to get my nose fixed, and I bet you that'll help a lot of my problems. I was in and out in 10 minutes, and they just numbed up my toe and cut the shit out, and they were like, all right, have a good one. I would show you a picture, but my channel probably get banned. And it didn't even hurt afterwards because it hurt so bad before. You have great common sense. What's a scam? Yeah, I had an ingrown toenail on both sides of my big toe. On both big toes. I get mine for free. National Health Service in New Zealand. Doesn't work the same here in America, bro. I'm going to get scammed. Yup, it was brutal. I think I got it fixed in like 2016. It was bad too. If I showed you my toe, it was like I was ashamed to go to the doctor about it because I remember telling my fiance, I'm like, this is gonna be the worst shit he's ever seen, and she's like, no, there's no way. I was like, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the worst shit he's ever seen because it was bad. It was really bad. I had it for like 10 years, probably longer. Both of my sisters are podiatrists. They've seen it all. My toe's still kind of ugly from that, but it looks all right. It was brutal. He said he wanted to do both toes the same day. I said, nah, you can only do one. I said, nah, I got to see how this feels first. And he just boom, bang, boom, was done. And it was like, whoa. I was in agonizing, excruciating daily pain for like 15 years. And I refused to go get it fixed. That's just the way I am. I'm an idiot with that type of stuff. LROR. Why don't you get the fuck on out of here? Live stream is growing. Get it sorted. It will change your life, or I'll give you $50. Damn. Get it. So I need to move to New Zealand. Is either your sisters unmarried so I can move to New Zealand and get the free healthcare? Yeah, I had ingrown toenails on 9/11 as a kid. And I didn't get that shit fixed. Okay, that's probably a bit of an exaggeration. I probably had it from like 2005, 2006. I definitely had it in 2009. So at the bare minimum, I probably had it 2 years before that. So I'd say I had it 2007 to probably about 2016, 17 maybe. I don't remember exactly when I got fixed. I think it was 2017 I got it fixed. Let me check real quick if I got a picture of it. I'll show you the nastiest picture. I'm probably going to get banned off YouTube for this. See if I can find the picture. You guys are going to throw up if I find the picture. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think I have it on this phone, matter of fact. I really don't think I have it. Let me peruse through here one more time. Let me take a look. Nah, I don't have it. It's worth a try. You'll find out. All right, I'm going to try buying the nasal strips, boys. But I'm going to get out of here. We went over 2 hours. LROR's bitching up a storm, man. Don't watch. Bro, I've streamed like every day. Basically. Not every day, but basically. We talk about MMA for hours. We can't just talk about whatever the fuck we want for a little bit. It's crazy. Nobody tuned out until I said I was leaving. So now we might as well go longer. Boys. Like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Solo out here giving me medical advice. Bunch of people in the chat with deviated septums. LROR crying up a storm like a little bitch. I'm going to get out of here and try to go to sleep and get some actual rest. Because it was been extra bummy tonight. It's been really bummy around here, to be honest. If we're being honest. We had 310 people in here at one point. We only got 130 likes. Talk about a complete and utter embarrassment. Could Goodbye. 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 Look, everyone's popping back in now. Everyone's popping in right now. Look at that. Look at that. Good night.